The hide and seek in the garden, mysterious friends. As the sun cast its first rays among the lush green trees of the garden, Steve prepared for his usual morning play. This place, with its spacious garden full of colorful flowers, was Steve's favorite spot for playing hide and seek. He often met with his friends here, laughing and playing together. However, something strange was about to occur in the garden that morning. After calling his friends, Steve began to count to play hide and seek. As he said, 1, 2, 3, he noticed a small shining object in the corner of the garden. The light looked like a glowing yellow and green ball. Curious about what it was, he stopped counting but quickly said 10. He closed his eyes and continued counting. While his friends searched for places to hide, Steve began to walk towards the glowing light. As he approached the source of the light, he stopped under the big apple tree beside the garden. He saw not a ball, but a little creature sitting there. The creature was a fairy with tiny wings covered in colorful feathers. Rose, smiling, looked at Steve's face. "Hello. I'm Rose, the guardian of the garden. Your friends can't see me, but I'm here to play with you," she said. Steve was amazed, but Rose's energy sparkled in his eyes. "Really? I love playing hide and seek. Let's play," he replied. Rose was very happy. "Of course. But we will play this game a little differently," she said, continuing to smile. "I will hide in this garden for a whole day, and you must find me. If you find me, I will show you the garden's most secret secrets." Steve eagerly agreed. "Okay, start counting. I will find you." Rose burst into a long laugh and flew into the depths of the garden to hide. Steve immediately started counting, 1, 2, 3. As he closed his eyes, he felt the warm light and the buzzing melody that Rose spread around echoing in his mind. "I will definitely find you, Rose," he said, opening his eyes. First, Steve checked the corners of the garden. He looked between the roses, under the flowers, and in several trees, but he couldn't find Rose. The excitement within Steve grew. He needed to be more attentive to catch a glimpse of Rose's magical world. After a while, Steve heard a bird chirping. At that moment, he thought about how Rose was always there to protect the garden. Following the sound, he ran to where the bird had flown. Under an old stone adorned with many shiny flowers, he saw a distinct shadow of Rose. "Here I found you," Steve said joyfully. Rose emerged with a smile. "You were successful in your first attempt. Now, here's the next secret. Every flower in this garden holds a story," she said. "You must know that you are not alone in this garden. Each flower contains a different world and friendship story. If you want, you can start listening to these stories." Steve's excitement doubled. "This is amazing. Which flower should we start with?" he asked. Rose went to the purple violets. "This flower tells the story of love. Long ago, two birds came here and fell in love. At sunset, beneath these violets, they exalted their love," she said. Steve carefully looked at the violets and got lost in a small dream world. This made him understand how precious and special every corner of the garden was. Rose showed him other flowers too. Yellow daisies represented friendships, red roses symbolized courage, and tulips and lilies imparted the importance of chasing one's dreams. They continued like this for a while, and Steve listened to many stories, with his love for the garden growing with each story that Rose shared. However, as the sun began to set, Rose decided to change the current stories a little and share something else. Rose, this way I can connect with every flower. But what is your story? Steve asked. Rose smiled softly. I'm the guardian of the garden, but I have a secret in my heart. Our garden is not just made of flowers. It is home to many creatures, on land, in the sea, in the sky. They all come just like you. All it takes is a little courage and love to befriend them, she said. Steve internalized these thoughts and decided to continue his adventures to get to know and protect the garden better for a lifetime. He would always remember the time spent in the garden that day, and he would strive to maintain his friendship with Rose for a lifetime. The next day, Rose's secret became the garden's highlight. Now, Steve had a heart and a friend by his side. As he explored the garden, he would create new friendships and live many stories. Thus, every flower in the garden became not only a symbol of beauty but also a symbol of friendship and happiness.